so thank you for that.
Hi. It's okay. I understand technical difficulties. I understand.
Absolutely. It is wonderful to meet you. Hi, I'm Madeline, and hello, everybody. Welcome to our live for Ambitious Entertainment. Today, will be interviewing our special guest, Cheyenne Owens. Yay! Nice to finally meet you. Thank you for doing this at such short notice. So I want to start off with asking you, so we're both Columbia College Chicago students. Can you tell me a little bit more about what inspired you to be a music business major?
Of course, of course. So when I was in high school, I was just like, I love music. I don't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be anything in the practical field of things. So I was like, let me look into jobs within the music industry. And I just did a little Google search and was like, what are jobs in the music industry? And it was like artist manager. I said, oh, I can manage people. I like to talk. I was a freshman mentor, so I know how to like cultivate plans and things like that. So I was like, oh, okay, so let me go ahead and apply, find schools that offer this degree. And when I searched them, like the big names, but then I saw Chicago, Columbia, I was like, oh, okay, let me look at this school. So that's how it really happened.
Was there anything else about Chicago? Like, I know Chicago is a great like music culture and food culture. Was there anything else about Chicago that stood out to you when picking Columbia?
My dad grew up in Chicago, so I visit Chicago a lot as a kid. And I was just like, downtown, like who wouldn't want to live downtown? My godmother actually lived by the Navy Pier, and I enjoyed that experience with her. So I was like, let me do it too. So
Yeah, has it been worth it so far? I know Chicago's so beautiful. Do you feel like it's been worth it?
it is. I understand, like with the loud sirens. I'm like, I'm tired of
Oh,
hearing
you
y'all.
were.
Like, bro, I'm tired of hearing y'all, but like it's a vibe. I had to say, like, you have to live there or live like downtown to see, like, it's a vibe.
Mhm.
Especially because I stay in 30 East, so I get the views now. So it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
And 30 East is the best storm. I got to live there sophomore year. We had like in-unit laundry, great views. Like it was wonderful to live in the
It
loop.
was tea. It was chef's kiss.
It really is. Um, so can you share with us one of your favorite projects or collaborations that you've been a part of, either at Columbia or outside of Columbia, that you want to just shout out and talk about a little bit?
A favorite collaboration. I'm sorry, it's a bug in my car, and I'm just trying to kill. But a favorite collaboration. Oh, ooh, I'm trying to think. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like my favorite collaboration would be when I was a summer intern with Ambitious, and I got to do the interviews. I think that was fun. I love that, and I got a lot of connections from that. So that's what I would say is my favorite collaboration. Um, but my ultimate favorite is being a freshman mentor. I love doing that, collaborating with my school and being able to like help the young minds of tomorrow was very fun. So I really like that. And I found their little time capsules to me actually that they wrote. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah.
No, I absolutely loved your work with Ambitious. I watched a lot of your like lives and the reels that were made from your lives as like inspiration. So thank you. You taught me a lot when looking at them.
Oh
And
yeah.
oh, you see the
Don't make me,
bug.
don't make me cry,
Do
bro.
you
Don't
have
make me
something
cry.
to hit it with or something? Like a swatter?
Yeah. No, like I think they outside. I think I'm just being paranoid right now.
I'm kidding. Okay, so speaking of which, can you tell us a little bit about your process as a music business major and what kind of music you're really into?
So I love R&B, hip hop, rap, some rock. It depends what it is. Some. And I just love like that type of like music. But I love, if you talk about R&B, 90s R&B has my heart. I love, everybody was in love. Even the gangsters were in love. Like it was just a beautiful era. And I just so mad at my mom, like why she couldn't have me in the 90s. Like I would have been that girl. Like I'm that girl now, but just imagine 90s shy. Like that would have been something else. But my process as a music business student, I managed the artist. So like my process with that was really just feeding off of their energy. If they were hungry, I was hungry. Like, so it was kind of like, you want to do this? Okay, let's do it. Me, money's no object. Like, I'm not rich by any means, but like, I'm gonna find it. So if you want to do something, I'm down with it. We can find out and make a plan. So my process is really just to see where you are. So because you don't want to keep pulling something that somebody else is not pulling, because it's easy for two people to move a couch than one person. So that's how I go into thinking about things. Like, okay, so are we both gonna move this couch, or am I just moving it? If I'm just moving it, it's not gonna get moved. So that's how I approach things when it comes to certain things. So, and time management is very important as well. And carving out time for yourself, always having time for yourself to recharge and rejuvenate is very important, because you will get burned out fast, especially if you're an artist manager. We're just like babysitters to grown people. So you really need to take personal time for yourself, to really hone in on yourself. Because you don't want to get burned out of something that you love,
Mm-hmm.
So.
I love that you support artists through like matching their energy and like giving enough love to yourself to give love for others. I think that's really admirable. Talking about music and especially R&B, like who's one of your favorite music influences in the R&B genre right now, or even like a kind of older artist too?
Right now it's probably controversial. It's Chris Brown. I love, like, he's an entertainer, but he's also like an amazing singer, and I just love him. I love him. But if I had to go back to my oldies but goodies, I'll say Brandy. I love Brandy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
her. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's like all the heartbreak songs. Yes, girl, I'm here right with you. Like, how I just love her so much, and I just loved her aesthetic, especially with the braids. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a dancer at heart, so that's why I love Chris Brown. Chris, if you're watching this, you heard me say I love
And Brandy is that girl, I love Cinderella, and that was my first like introduction to her. She's just a beautiful Cinderella. Um,
you.
so in addition to being a music business major, you're also a model. How did you get into modeling?
So funny story. My friend dragged me to the audition. She said, I'm going, so you're going with me. So I'm like, I don't think I'm model material. I just know. And she was like, just go try out, see if you make it. I tried out and I made it. I couldn't believe it. And so ever since then, I just been holding it. I had a fashion show, and I had to train for that. And just doing that built my confidence. It was really a confidence booster, because it was like, girl, like, your walk eats. It's like, oh, for real? Like, I'm thinking I'm looking pinch toe right now, but y'all saying something different. I ain't never walked in 5-inch heels ever in my life, and that was the first time walking in them. I was just like, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. But I actually got this one picture. It eats so bad, and it was actually a wardrobe malfunction. And I was like, oh my goodness, I want that. I'm like, it wasn't even supposed to be like that, but okay, yeah. So, but I'm trying out again this year, so wish me luck. That being a model, it's with Picture Perfect through our school, Columbia College, Chicago. So, trying out for that, doing that again. Something I like now, like, I didn't know you could actually make money off of modeling. I did it as a child, but I didn't take it seriously. It was like, you're cute, and, but I didn't take it seriously, so I kind of let it go. But now being older, it's like, okay, this is fun. Like, so that's how I got into it. It's my friend. I thank her every day. She's the reason.
No, it's so good that you went, because my mom always says to me, like, it's always no, but like until it's always no until it's always yes until it's no. Not me messing that up, but like you just have to try, and I'm glad that you went, and I do wish you so much luck for keep going. You're already doing great. I also heard that you went to Paris for a modeling job too. How was that experience getting to travel?
Oh, I didn't go for a modeling job. I did go for marketing.
Oh, my apologies.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I went for marketing my freshman year. Nobody knew I was a freshman. But I went for my freshman year because I wanted to experience different things. Like, my parents, they never get to, like, do things or go different places. So my mom was like, Mom, I want to go to Paris. Like, the school's offering me an opportunity to go to Paris to learn marketing. And my mom was like, yeah, like, she was like, go. Like, I was like, for real? She's like, yeah, I don't care. We'll find a way to pay for it. So that was a really good, amazing experience. Like, it's very different from the U.S. They buy Louis Vuittons like it's just bubble gum. Like, you're just like, you're so like confused. Like, how y'all buying? Like, y'all just dropping $1,000 like it's nothing. Like, it's nothing. And they smoke. Like, you
Oh,
think we're bad in Chicago? They smoke cigarettes so bad. I'm like, what? And their food though, their food is so good. And their hot chocolate. That's what I miss. I miss the hot chocolate. I miss the hot chocolate.
did
And
you go to that famous place? It's like Angelique
I
or something.
did.
You
I
did?
did. I did. And I had I think I had a hamburger. That was the most biggest hamburger I ever had. But the hot chocolate there, they actually put real chocolate in it. And I was like, this isn't real. This is not real at all. I was like, and I was so sad when I had to leave. But it was one thing. One thing I would say I hated was people back at home want to call you like, hey, how you doing? It is night here. It is not day. They'll call me. It'd be 3 in the morning. Yeah, no,
Mm-mm.
not. But I'm thinking about going back my senior year and doing it again. You know, got to run it back for the second time. Uh, hopefully TikTok is still there because it's a song by Kanye West. I feel like everybody know what he was like. I just want to do that to that song again. Yeah, we're going for the plot. We're going for the plot again. Yes.
Yeah, do you think so? In my experience, like getting to travel is like such a change in like perspective and getting to be introduced to like new cultures. How do you think that has affected you as like an artist and a model and a music business major? How do you think that's opened your eyes to like different experiences?
I feel like being able to travel abroad allow me to know that the world is just not it's not limited. It's way more out here than it's just the 50 states that we have. It's like it's overseas, and then also like the marketing side, seeing that certain things that fly in the US don't fly over there. So actually having that notion too, because like I want an artist that's global where I get to I feel like that's really opened my eyes. And it just let me know, like, I want to travel some more. I want to be, I guess, not a cultured, I guess that's what people want to call it, but I just want to experience life to the fullest. You have one life, and I feel like a lot of people exist through life and never truly live. So I want to say I lived, and I lived a good life and left a good legacy. And the only way that you can do that is actually going out and having experiences.
Yeah, I always think that traveling is the best gift that you can give to yourself. It really helps you grow too and see different perspectives. To go next, so we talked a little bit about having to walk in the 5-inch heels. I was wondering, like a lot of like really famous models have like one thing that they're really known for, like Naomi Campbell and her walk. Is there something in the modeling world that you really, really want to be known for if you do end up going like super professionally?
Um, my personality walk, I feel like is fierce. Because I channel my inner Sasha Fierce. I like, cause that's how I got picked for modeling in the first place. They was like, "Oh my goodness, like your personality walk is just major." But if I had to say something I want to be known for, it would be that I created an experience. Even in practice, like how I have you laughing, I like to create experiences because I don't want you to forget me. I want you to remember me. Like I want, oh, Shawty gonna be perfect for this, like, or like you laughing one day, it's just like, oh, I remember she said this. Like that's my goal in life is to be an experience for people. So that's yeah.
No, I like that. That like when you wear an outfit, you wear like a story. You're telling a story with it, and I think that's awesome.
I do, because I got different personalities. Like right now, I'm looking bummy. I look like a mom. I look like a mom, but it's okay because we're on Monday. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna be that girl. We ordered some clothes, so we're really gonna be that girl. Yeah.
One thing I did want to know, I know you got to go to Paris, but is there another place that you've gotten to travel to before that was also like really influential to you?
Not yet. I'm excited. I get to go to Texas this year though. For well, I guess next year for Southwest by Southwest. So
Oh,
I'm
that's gonna
excited
be great.
about that. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Right. If I had to say a place in the U.S. that was influential, I would say Atlanta. I love Atlanta, even though they try to be a knockoff shot sometimes, just sometimes. But I love Atlanta. I love the culture. I love the people. Like it's kind of just like a nice balance of professional, but you also get your ratchet, and I like it because that's Chicago too. Like it's like okay, like if you put Atlanta and Chicago together, we would be a force to be reckoned with. We would like that would eat so bad.
No, literally, it'd be the best food and the best music combined.
Like oh, we gotta work that out.
No, this summer I got to go to Memphis for a day, Atlanta for a day, and New Orleans for a day. And I was like, I'm eating right, I'm listening to good music, and I feel good. Like, I wish I was there more often. Like, I don't get to go to a lot of places in the U.S., and I think traveling within the U.S. is also so influential than going international too.
How did you get to do that? You just did it?
We were driving. It was a road
Oh,
trip.
okay. I'm like, I need to get on that program. Like, how?
No, plane there, plane there, plane there.
Yeah.
No, so I can imagine that being on like stage and even like modeling in front of a lot of people is like really nerve-wracking. Is there something that you do in order to kind of center and calm yourself before a moment of being in front of a big group of people?
uh, like I used to try all these things people say, like imagine everybody naked or fuck someone person. Sometimes, excuse my language, I go out and be like, fuck it, we ball, we got that. Or when I'm modeling in particular, if it's somebody that I like, somebody that's very special to my heart, they were sitting right at the end of the runway, so I just stared at them, like so I'll find a person, I'll find a wall or something when it comes to modeling to stare at because people make me laugh. It's like, oh my goodness, you're not staring at me right now. Oh, please, you're gonna make me laugh. So I'll stare at a wall or somebody. But when it comes to like speaking in front of people, I basically just, okay, I know what I'm gonna say, and all else fails, make them laugh. If all else fails, make them laugh. And just, like I always tell myself, nobody knows if you messed up but you. So it's kind of like, you can't go wrong. Like, can't go wrong. Just, and look at people in their eyes. Because sometimes, eye contact was hard for me. It really was hard. But my goddaddy made me sit there for 5 minutes, stare him in his eye. He said, you gonna look me in your eye. I said, sir, no. He was like, yes, 5 minutes. My eye was watering. But ever since then, I knew how to hold eye contact with people. So,
Yeah, I always say that like once I make them laugh, I win the room. Like that's the always goal is like once we start laughing, then I'm able to like feel calm and collected during like a speech or something. So I also wanted to talk about, you are also a Grammy U ambassador. So let's talk about that a little bit. Like what taught you, like what got you that opportunity? How did you get that opportunity?
so it was my sophomore year at Columbia, and I this girl came in and she was talking about Grammy U. And I was like, oh, this program, like I can go to the Grammys. Oh, say less. I could be a seat filler. Hell, yes. I was on the BT Awards. I want to go all these places. And I got paid. Well, I got to pay for my ticket to get there, but I can just get in free. I was like, okay, let me see what it's about. So I applied. She was like, apply and I'll let somebody know, like, I think you're a good candidate and try to get you in. I'm like, you ain't got to tell me twice. So I applied. And at first, I didn't know if I was going to get in or not, but they actually said they let me in early, or I was like predetermined already to be in an ambassador. I was like, oh. And so that's how and ever since then, I've been an ambassador. You need to do Grammy U. You need to get good Grammy U's. And so I feel like a lot of opportunities you miss is the ones you don't go for. So I just went for it. I was like, they could just deny me and I was going to apply again. So it was like, oh well. So that's how I got that opportunity. But it wasn't. It was because somebody made me knowledgeable about the program. So yeah.
What do you think are the upsides to being a go-getter? You're talking about all these different programs that you're part of. You seem like you just go for what you want. That's amazing.
Oh, cause a funny thing about it is I was not always like this. I used to be the little shy kid in the corner, which probably people like you're lying. It's like, yeah, I see the shy kid in the corner, and I was like, how are these people getting all this? And I'm not getting nothing. So I was like, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna try to get what I want, because like the more somebody tell you is no, and you hear no from your mom, so it's like no, it's not that bad. So it's like. It's kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a no here. I might get a yes tomorrow, so it just depends. Like, so I had to develop that. Also having thick skin is kind of like, okay, yeah, I might get no today. It might be a chance I might be homeless today just because I took a chance on this. But like, you got to take a chance even to grow in life. Like, if you don't take chances, you won't grow. Like, I took a chance on actually going to Chicago and like living down there, and I'm flourishing. So I was like, you just have to take a chance, because you never know the outcome. Like, you can't be prepared. But if you never water something, how's it gonna grow? So it's kind of like it's like that too. So I have a lot of analogies and metaphors. I watch a lot of movies. I just be like, oh, that makes sense. Like, let me adopt that. So that's
Yeah, you said you watched a lot of movies. Like, what's some of your favorites?
I say my comfort movie is Princess and the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
I love the movie. I played Baby Tiana in the play at my school. I was Baby Tiana.
Oh, that's so precious.
I was like, I'll never, ever, ever kiss the frog. Adult me kiss the frog, but it's okay. So that would be one of my favorites, Black Panther. Ooh, love that movie. I know it like the back of my hand. Yeah. And I'm trying to think. Ooh. It's a toss up between Raining with a Chance of Meatballs and Think Like a Man. Those are
Think Like a Man.
I love that. I was like, I wanted that book so bad. But my brother was like, you think a man really gonna tell you how to get a man? I said, yes, what do you mean? So I said that'll be a toss up. Yeah.
You talked about Black Panther a little bit. That has one of like the most stacked like music cast in the world. Like, it has one of the best soundtracks. Like, did that influence you at all getting into the music business industry?
I love that soundtrack. I play this day. I love how they make the magic, and I just want to be a part of them making the magic. That's really how I view, like, when I work with artists. It's like, oh my goodness, like, you're making magic. Like, I'd be so taken back by when I see them in their creative space. It's like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, how? Like, and I just want to know how the magic that went into making that soundtrack, because like you felt it, like all of the emotions and everything. It was there. It was top tier. I'm sad because the other one was not as good as the first one, but it's usually never like that. So
It's like that, and then Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack are like two soundtracks to me that like makes me feel like a badass and also makes me want to cry because of how just beautiful it is.
What's Up, Danger? I love that song. That soundtrack. I feel like they made you feel like something. They also were relatable, like some of them, because if you really listen to the lyrics, because I listen to the song and I'll be like, oh, he's saying that, just like, so Michael Jackson in the song Scream, right? I never knew he was cursing until I kept listening to the song. I'm like, he's like, I was like, oh, I said, Mom. She was like, what? I said, he's cursing. Listen to him. She was like, he is. Like, so I just like listening to songs to find the hidden gems that are in them, because sometimes they be, Sunflower too on it. Sunflower, bro. Yes, that was my graduation song actually. So yes,
Really?
yes. I was like,
It's such a good song.
I was like, y'all picked that for our graduation. I ain't mad at you, but still, like, so.
Um, oh, I also also wanted to ask you, getting into Grammy U, do you have any advice? I know you've spoken on a little bit of just like take chances, but do you have any other additional advice for people trying to get into the Grammy U world at all?
Make sure, I'll say this is for Grammy U, but also with anything, like have a portfolio, have a brag sheet. And it's so hard to talk about yourself. Like right now, it's hard to talk about myself. And I'm just like, this is weird. But you have to have a brag sheet and a portfolio to say, this is what I did. Okay. And that's on period. Like there's nothing else. You see this the facts. Like this the fact sheet. You just have to have that. So when you Grammy U, they're gonna ask you like what you've done, if you could provide like a picture like of anything that you done. So I put on a showcase. Like I was the communications manager for a showcase. With I think a total of 12 artists. That was the hardest thing in my life because I was like, people don't listen, and like trying to make sure everything was communicated effectively and properly. And yes, it's like how she said references as well. I have to say as well because like if you have people that you could put on there, like you call them, like they're gonna speak highly of you, like that matters too because and it's not about what you know sometimes, about who you know, So it's kind of like that. So that's why I said I try to make experiences with people because it's like, okay, so they gonna be able to talk good about me, So like call and ask, gotta work your magic on folk.
How important do you think is being an advocate for yourself in the industry that you're going into?
Very important, very important. You're gonna have to sell yourself sometimes. Like you gonna be like, I'm tired. You can't. You gotta keep going. Like you have to, cause your best advocate is yourself. Nobody can rep you like you can rep you. And I try to let other people rep me. They fail miserably because I'm the only person that knows me. So you really just have to rep yourself, know your stuff, know who you are as a person. Like you have a brand, like establish your brand. Like what are you known for? So stuff like that.
How important do you think is being kind, being known for being kind in the industry that you're into?
I feel like being kind is important, but also not taking no BS is important too. I would say it like that because like you could be kind, but some people take kindness for weakness, especially in a music industry like this is cutthroat. So you can't always be too nice. Like you could be nice, like you ain't gotta be a bitch, people. You could be nice. But you need to be nice to the point where it's like, she nice, but I know if I put it out, it's over. Like I know. So it's just like I'm not gonna say nice, nasty, but like have a little spunk about yourself. Me people get fooled by my accent. Sometimes think I'm just, oh no, I know myself, and I'll come at you away, but it's gonna be cute, it's gonna be nice. So just always, also, if you have to burn bridges, make sure you ain't gotta cross over them bridges again. When he was saying about being kind, sometimes you need people. When you need them, keep them. If you don't need them, okay, think of people as, I'm gonna put it in this analogy to keep it simple. Some people are assets, some people are liabilities. It's up to your discretion to know the difference between the people in your life. And they liabilities, hit the road, Jack. But if they're assets, then okay, let me listen to what they telling me because it can help me or it can save me one day. So yeah.
Um, I know in the film world, which I'm a part of, they always say like you never know when the PA on set is going to become the biggest new director. Do you feel like that also extends to the music industry?
Yeah, I feel like don't watch who you dog, cause I just like they be having the best comebacks. You be like, hey, that's why I just be like, I'm like, don't forget about it when you get famous. I went mean to you. I always do that. People like, I don't want, and I tell people, look, when I get famous, like I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, girl, I'm sorry,
Oh, you're fine.
my lights done went out of my eyes. Wow, but I was like, yeah, I feel like that's the same. I feel like you just need to be careful because you never know who's gonna be hungry and go after that dream or whatever. So I feel like, yeah, you just need to be careful. Like I said, you can tell if somebody an asset or liability in your life. You can tell you look like you cost a little bit too much than you worth. So just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree. Also, I want to know, so because you're in two industries, the music industry and also the modeling world, do you have any like dream collaborations on either like combining the two with somebody or either in both like worlds, somebody that you want to work with?
Oh, both worlds. I would love to work with Chris Brown. I love to work with him. Like he's just the goat for like features and music in general. Like if Chris Brown on your track, it's gonna go platinum. Like it's like I don't know. Like he's just good at hooks. For modeling, I just want to collaborate with a brand. Like I want to do Nike. Cause I like athletic wear, so I would like to do Nike, and I just like their messages, like, and their marketing is just A1. So I know my face will be out there. So I was like, I wanna do that. But if I had to put them two together and had the perfect baby, it would be like I would want to have on my own fashion show and have an artist, like different artists singing for different like sets of the fashion show, like different clothing lines. I think that would be fun.
Mhm. Talking about the music industry a little bit, I know the VMAs just happened. Was there any performance that you were really excited about?
Not really. I stopped watching VMAs. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I keep up because I did see the controversy between Tyler
Oh yeah.
and Hallie. I was like, she wasn't even meaning it like that. Like you could tell, like she didn't mean nothing to buy it. But I'm actually happy for Tyler because I feel like she's trailblazing her own way. Like, and her music is just catchy. Like people, I feel like people put too much into it. Like her music is catchy. She's doing all the right things right now to get her where she needs to be. So I feel like people just need to be happy. Like everybody's gonna have their moment to shine. Don't take somebody else's moment away because you feel some way.
Yeah, it was because like it was because it was too heavy, the statue, and to me that's like it doesn't make any sense to be mad at that. Like she just wanted somebody else to hold it. Like it felt like sometimes people don't want to see other people happy when they deserve to win
Nah,
things. That's how I felt.
like I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they felt like Hallie should have won, but I felt like I said Tyler she been doing her thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't even fault her for that. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was like, y'all be finding anything, any and everything.
I know we talked about it a little bit, but how would you define yourself as a professional and like what do you want to bring to like every environment that you work in?
Oh, see, it's funny because I actually had to do an assignment on this. So, what I want to bring. Can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how would you define yourself as a professional and what do you want to bring to like every project that you work in?
How I would define myself as a professional, I would say, um, I was thinking like the word that came to my head is cheerleader. Like I could be your cheerleader, but I also will boo you. Like I'm not gonna let you miss out on your potential, especially if I see potential. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like you did good enough. No, you can do better. Now, if you tell me this show good enough, I'm gonna look at you. Be like, all right, I'm gonna let you have it right now. But I want to be your cheerleader, but I also want. Okay, I want to. I'm trying to think because I'm also a pre-law minor.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, I'm gonna be your judge, your jury, and the bailiff. I'm gonna be all of them. Like I'm gonna judge you. I ain't gonna let nobody else judge you. But I'm gonna be your defense attorney too. Like I'm gonna be your defense. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna sell you. But I'm also be the jury looking like you come. Okay, now to the collective, this don't sound good. So it's just like two. I'll be whatever you need me to be in that moment. I feel like that's how I had to describe it. I'll be whatever you need me to be in that moment. You need me to be a cheerleader. You need me to be a critic. You need me to be a parent. Like whatever you need me in that moment, I feel like that's what I'm gonna be. But like the other what I feel like I just bring an experience. Like I want you to experience me because I want to experience you. Because I feel like it's hard for people to work with you if they can't be their authentic self. I hate fake people. It's annoying. I hate people walking on eggshells. Like, we could talk about it. I don't want you to walk around like, oh, like I can't say this, because I felt that way and I hated it. So I also want you to be yourself. So that's why I said I want to create an experience for everybody where they feel like they can be their true selves. Because I feel like that's the time that people actually make good music, is when they're in their true selves and their true elements. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people can be the best versions of themselves when they're comfortable. And I think as a leader, making people comfortable is the best thing that you can do. I completely agree. So going off of that, how would you describe yourself using 3 words? Only 3.
Ooh,
This is tricky.
describe myself using 3 words. Energetic,
Mm-hmm.
entertaining, authentic.
Fantastic. Perfect. Give yourself a bow. That was awesome. I could not do that. I would keep rambling on.
I did it yesterday. I had to do it yesterday.
Oh, really?
I had to narrow it down to 3 words. I said, you teacher, you pushing it, bro. Like 3. She was like, yeah, your top 3. I said, girl, but I'm a lot. She said, yeah, you're a Pandora box, but still, you need the 3.
I'm glad it was fresh in your mind.
Yeah, because I told me, you're just so entertaining. Like, you're a character. I said, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay. So, I guess my character would be Shy Shore, I guess. That's her kid. That's the character right there.
So we kind of covered this a little bit, but do you have any further advice for people who are trying to get into the music industry and the modeling world?
I would say go for it. Also, believe in yourself. Like, everybody's not gonna be like, oh my goodness, you did a great job. Oh my goodness, you're so pretty. Or I like your music. Like, you're gonna have a lot of haters more than you're gonna have people that support you. Also, you gonna be older way longer than you're gonna be younger. So live your youth to the fullest. Like, you only 20s, in your 20s. What's there after that? That's when life start kicking, you know. So it's like, really just go for your dreams. Like, even in your 30s, 40s, like, if it's something that you want to do, I feel like you should try it. To say that you tried it, because who wants to live a life full of regrets? So I'll say go after it. Also, research what you want to do. Like, if that's what you want to do, research it and put it in your mind. Because with college, like, they taught me, nobody gonna motivate you. Them teachers, no. They'll make you do your homework. They'll tell us to do their homework. So you come to class and be like, ooh, for that. So, like, also being your own motivator, like, you have to motivate yourself. Like, you gotta tell yourself. And for somebody that I'm gonna share this because I feel like a lot of people deal with it and they don't talk about it. I had depression and anxiety. So that motivation, like, I was looking for other people, but then I realized you got to give it to yourself. So that's why I'm a big advocate. Like, be your own cheerleader. Like, pat your own stuff on the back, because sometimes you're not gonna have people to do it for you. Yeah.
What do you think has helped your mental health as an artist and as a student?
I noticed that I listened to a lot of music that was like disparaging. I'm like, rap music, like, y'all, why y'all be doing this to like women? Like, geez, but it's good, but it's not. And also, I had to create a whole separate playlist. It's called the Vibe playlist that only has like love music, uplifting type music, and I try to listen to that more so than listen to my rap music, because that also, like, taking myself on dates, buying myself flowers, stuff like that. I was with somebody at the time, and they really helped as well. Like, just taking me out and just like, let's go for a walk. So, like, walks and things like that. Girls, it's okay to buy yourself flowers. Like, who has to know? Who has to know? Right? Who has to know? And so I feel like that, taking yourself out on dates. So, like, really just take your time for yourself. And really, because sometimes you have to figure out what's going on. Like, because you might think it's all these other things, but it's one issue. So, also, this is the biggest advice I want people. Who you're around makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
It can make or break you. And I feel like I wasn't at the time around people that were speaking life into me, but more so not speaking life and taking life out of me. I felt like, and then I finally found people that put life into me, and I saw all of the difference of, oh, okay, I can actually do this. Like, oh, okay. So I'll say that.
Yeah, what do you have to say to some people who, get discouraged that, their mental health hasn't changed in a day? What do you have to say to people about the journey of it takes, it takes a group, it takes a community, it takes, months, years to kind of to find who you are? What do you have to say to people who think that?
I feel like if you think the world was built in one day, you're sadly mistaken. Like, it took Jesus 7 days. So you can't just expect the full life turnaround in 1 or 2 days. And two, like, it's all about you. If you put in the work, you're gonna see results faster. Even with working out. If you're consistent with what you're doing, you're gonna see results. But if you're not consistent, you can't expect a magical result. So I feel like you just have to keep going, keep trying, and every day that you wake up is a blessing.
Yeah.
Every day that you wake up is a new opportunity to try to do something better than what you did yesterday. Because honestly, the only competition is the person that you was yesterday. That's it. You just try to beat them. That's it. That's all. You ain't competing with nobody else but that person. If you say I outdid you, all right. So now you gotta wake up tomorrow. I'll do the other person now. It's kind of like that. So I feel like that's a healthy cycle because you're only worried about yourself. You're not looking at somebody else's race. Like what was it? It was that was it the fox? What was that? Well, as a kid, and one was moving. It was a turtle. He was moving slow, but
Oh, the rabbit, the tortoise and the hare.
yeah,
That one.
yeah. You do him. Do like he was doing. He didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
He made it. he made it. I feel like I really looked back at that and I was just like, oh, I see. Because like you're gonna get tired of running through life trying to make everything happen right there, right now. You don't enjoy the experience of the journey. I feel like the journey is where you learn most of your stuff. So when you get to the experience, you can appreciate it more. But if you're running and just trying to get to the experience, you're not gonna appreciate the journey. So
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think that comparison can be such a deadly disease. And going off of that, do you have a lot of like inspirational quotes that are on your Instagram and some of your saved stories? Do you have an inspirational quote that you kind of live by?
oh, a mantra that I live by. Oh, dang. I'm trying to think. I probably got a lot of them because I throw out a lot of just quotes in general, but it's ooh, just like a mantra that I live by. Mm, It'll, I feel like honestly, uh, it's a J Cole. It's a J Cole. It's from Crooked Smile. He was like, everybody's like, it's something like everybody's worth the picture. Like, it doesn't matter. No, I know what it is. Okay, it's not about how you start. It's
Mm-hmm.
about how you finish. That is something I live by because it's like, okay, I can mess up 300 times, but if I get it right that one time and I finish the race, that's all that matters. Everything else, it didn't matter. That's what I live by.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Cheyenne is hard headed, so I mess up a lot. That's why you like go get it. Yeah, I'm hard headed. Somebody tell me no. You mean not right now? Okay, I'll come back. So I feel like that is something I live by. It's like it's not about how you start, it's not about how you finish. I think people be so focused on I started off this way, okay, and it's about how you finish. It's about how you finna sign and print your name on your story. How you finna do that? Because people
Mm-hmm.
don't really look at the people that's negative gonna look at the beginning. People that's inspired gonna look at the end. Cause it's how you it's what you did or what you were the cards that you were dealt.
Yeah.
So
It's about like what you learn along the way. Do you find that there's kind of a beauty in making mistakes and learning through, trying?
oh yes, because I agree with my godfather. We be having these deep conversations. He was like, I don't know who told y'all it's not okay to make mistakes. I was like, I understand. Like, what you like? How I'm gonna learn? How you gonna learn if you
Mm-hmm.
never make mistakes? If you're perfect, how you gonna learn? So I feel like you're gonna have to make mistakes to learn, and failure isn't. isn't a thing, and can't is first. Like, you literally, like, what's like you can't? You mean you can? Like, so it's like people's like, if I don't want to fail, okay, that failure or that failure might be redirection. You never know. Like, sometimes if something's not for you, it might be it might be redirection, or this failure gonna push you to do something. This failure gonna push you to lead this job, or this failure gonna push you to lead that relationship. Whatever it is, it might push you in a different direction. So don't always look at failure as something bad. It could be something good. You never know. So it's how you take it. Your mindset is very important of how you perceive life, because your mindset can either have you make you have a great life or have a horrible life. It just depends. So.
No, I completely agree. In my family, we have a saying of nothing is impossible. Like, impossible is not a word. It's not a real word. You can just.
What I said, impossible. It ain't impossible. It impossible. I said they could be getting you like, dang, like I didn't think about it. It word is within a word. Like, oh,
okay. So one more question is: since you've worked with Ambitious Entertainment, what does ambitious mean to you? Sorry about the siren. It might pass.
Okay, I understand. Ambition means to me going after what you want, like whatever that is. And never feel like, cause okay, I said one of the things my dreams was I want to be an influential artist, manager / attorney. Some people might think, oh, that's not gonna happen, but like having the ambition to like, no, it's gonna happen because I'm gonna make sure it happens. I'm gonna make it happen. So it's about going to get what you want, no matter the means, no matter what you gotta go through, just being ready to fight for what you want. So, yeah.
What? I know we didn't touch on it as much, but I am interested in you're getting a law degree. What influenced you to go into law?
I like to argue. I like to argue. I like to win. And I just like how lawyers be like, yeah, no, that's not what that says. Or another reason I want to be a lawyer is to help people. Same thing I want to be a manager is I want to help people. Like, I don't like seeing people get messed over with. Like, I don't like that. It's like, you're really gonna sign this? Like, that's the type of lawyer I want to be. Like, you're really gonna sign your life away? Like, what's tea? Like, are you okay? Like, did you not read the fine print? See, like, it's like, so stuff like that. And I always like, I want to be a triple threat. I want to get a music business degree, also a law degree, because I want to be shiny and JD, little judicial doctorate,
Yes. You're gonna be a quadruple threat though, because you got to add modeling to that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ooh, girl, see, look, I almost forgot. So it's like stuff like that. I really do. But I know Mo laughing because I said I like to argue, but I do. I like to argue with facts though. It's like, what didn't you say this on July 27th at 8 p.m.? Take this, that, and the third. That's why I lasted this, that, and the third. I like to connect the dots. So and I'm good at words. I feel like I'm good at words. My love language is words of affirmation. So I'm good at words. Too. So yeah, I would say that. Unsolicited advice. Find out what your love language is, because it can save you a lot of trouble in relationships if you know what it is and how you receive love. Because even you can give that to yourself. I know I love words, so when I do something, I buy flowers and I'll buy myself a card that has something very encouraging. So stuff like that.
No, I love love languages. Mine is definitely gift giving, and then like for me, I love words of affirmation from me.
I swear, but if I'm in love, it's all of them. Like I just like I don't like that. Like my money loves you. Like I don't like it.
You said my money loves you.
Yeah, like that's the problem. Like I be like, I love you and my money loves you. Like one gotta give. Like it can't be both.
So we're about to be done, but I did want to say, do you have any, projects coming up or anything that you want to shout out for our audience here?
Stay tuned because
Hmm.
I'm thinking about having some things in the works. We're just trying to see how it goes. But stay tuned because if I do get in this modeling thing, I promise you guys I will be on my Instagram screaming, I got it. And so yeah, we gonna have to see. Like I'm gonna even have to see myself because I don't know. My life be so spontaneous sometimes, so I don't know.
Well, everybody, you definitely heard that. Definitely follow Cheyenne. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to interview to you today. Thank you for doing this on such short notice, and this is my first interview, so thank you for making it so amazing for me.
You're like
Thank
not your first, but so like I'm looking like she did this before because you too like it was so like fun. Like she didn't need no practice. You did great.
you.
You did amazing. So like I said, really just when any other interview you do, because I did like you said, you watch me do interviews. Just know what you talk about and watch your face expression. That's all I'll say. But you did good with that. Even like you were engaged the whole time. So like yes, like well, you're a natural. Like I'm like, oh my goodness, you've done this before. Like, is there anything you major in public speaking? Cause like you're really good at it.
Thank you. So I'm a director, so I have to do a lot of pitches and I do a lot of like live interviews and I do tours for my school. But I've never had to do an Instagram live before. This is my first time like using the phone and being digital.
You killed it. I give you flowers. Yes, your flowers. Yes.
I hope we get to meet in person someday. It was such a pleasure.
Of course, of course. I'm gonna pop out to some of y'all, bitch.
Yeah, especially we go to the same school, so hopefully I'll run into you.
I swear, like a lot of people go to the same school with me, but like where y'all be at is the question. It's like I'm like, are you?
Like I don't see you. Where? What school?
Are you a junior or a senior?
No, I'm a senior, so I'm graduating this year.
Ooh, you said I'll go.
Bye bye.
I'll
be in LA too. I'll be in LA next semester, so
you
like this is my last Chicago semester.
You get to go to the semester.
Yeah. Oh, I wish you were going too. That would be cool. I know they have some music options there too, and some acting too.
Oh man, I might have to look into that. But it's either LA or Paris again. I might have to choose Paris again.
I'm voting for Paris. I love anything French, so I definitely vote Paris for you. It's so cool there.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to watching you. I look forward to watching you. Yes.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. Everybody, again, follow Cheyenne. Thank you again, and I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.